Imagine walking through a lush Oahu landscape bathed in golden light. The ocean waves gently caress the shore, creating a soothing melody that drifters and locals alike find comforting. But amidst this tranquil backdrop, a whiff of acrid smoke wafts through the air, mingling with the sweet scent of plumeria. It's a jarring reminder that war is never far, and the world is on the precipice of chaos. In a small wooden bungalow, a young woman navigates the mundane aspects of her life with a mix of resignation and nervous energy. Her name is Alice, and she's a 23-year-old pharmaceutical chemist struggling to find her place in the world. As she goes about her day, the aroma of brewing coffee and toasted bread lingers, but Alice's mind is elsewhere. Her thoughts are consumed by the prospect of being drafted into the army, and the crippling fear that grips her chest whenever she considers leaving Hawaii. Alice's daily routine is a testament to her practical yet anxious nature. She wakes before dawn to study under the pale light of the sky, poring over texts on organic chemistry. The sound of her pencil scratching against paper, like a gentle saw, provides a sense of security as she works through complex formulas and reactions. Later, she walks to the university, the warm breeze rustling her hair, but her footsteps quicken with each step, betraying a sense of unease. As she enters the lab, the pungent smell of solvents and chemicals hits her like a slap to the face. Alice's mentor, Professor Patterson, greets her with a warm smile and a nod, acknowledging her dedication. But Alice's surface goal is far from genuine. She wants to secure a position as a chemist, earn a decent income, and avoid the draft. Beneath this aspiration lies a deeper truth, a desire to escape the suffocating grip of her mother's expectations and her own crippling self-doubt. The pressure to excel is palpable, and Alice feels the weight of it bearing down on her. The day wears on, with Alice and her colleagues working tirelessly to develop a new compound that could potentially save lives. Her hands move with precision, measuring and mixing, as she attempts to silence the doubts that plague her. The scent of menthol and eucalyptus wafts through the air, mingling with the smell of wood and paint from the lab's surroundings. It's a sensory symphony that belies the turmoil brewing inside Alice. Just as she's about to leave for the day, Professor Patterson approaches her with an air of quiet urgency. "Alice, I have news from Washington," he says, his voice low and measured. Alice's heart skips a beat as she senses the gravity of the situation. The words that follow will change everything, setting off a chain of events that will test her courage, her wit, and her very identity. As Professor Patterson hands Alice a telegram, his hands tremble ever so slightly, betraying the gravity of the news. Alice's mind begins to whirl as she reads the words scrawled on the yellow paper. "Warren has fallen to the Japanese, and we're running out of supplies." The telegram crackles in her hand like a cold winter breeze, and for a moment, Alice's thoughts are a jumble of confusion and fear. The scent of menthol and eucalyptus in the lab is replaced by the acrid smell of smoke and desperation. As Alice's eyes scan the telegram, the words begin to sink in, and she feels a shiver run down her spine. The professor's voice is low and measured, but Alice senses the weight of his words. "Alice, we're facing a crisis. Our supplies of morphine are dwindling fast, and we need a new source. The government is willing to take a chance on you and your work. They're asking you to develop a synthetic version of morphine from the extracts of the Hawaiian poppy plant. Let your breathing slow now, and imagine you're standing on a moonlit beach, feeling the gentle trade winds rustle your hair. As you exhale, feel the weight of the day's worry lift from your shoulders, and your mind begin to clear." Alice is torn. On one hand, she's flattered by the government's faith in her abilities. On the other hand, she's skeptical of the project's feasibility. The professor's words are like a gentle stream, soothing and reassuring, but Alice's doubts are like a rocky cliff, threatening to capsize her entire world. The days that follow are a blur of experiments and trials, as Alice throws herself into the project with a mix of determination and trepidation. She spends hours in the lab, surrounded by the familiar scents of menthol and eucalyptus, as she works tirelessly to perfect her method. The Hawaiian poppy plant's extracts are like a puzzle, and Alice is determined to unlock their secrets. But as the days turn into weeks, the complications begin to mount. The first problem is the difficulty of extracting the poppy's morphine-like alkaloids. Alice's methods are cumbersome and time-consuming, and she begins to worry that she'll never be able to produce enough to meet the government's demands. The lab's surroundings seem to grow warmer, like a furnace, as the pressure mounts, and the smell of wood and paint gives way to the acrid smell of stale air and desperation. The second problem arises when Alice discovers that the morphine-like alkaloids she's extracting are not stable enough to use in large quantities. She feels like a tightrope walker, balancing on a thin line between success and failure, as the extracts seem to change and mutate like a living thing. The lab's air conditioning clicks on, a cold blast that shocks her out of her reverie, but even the chill can't ease the knot of worry in her stomach. And then, just as Alice thinks things can't get any worse, a midpoint twist hits her like a ton of bricks. As she's experimenting with a new method, she accidentally creates a batch of a highly volatile and unstable compound. The lab erupts in a mini explosion, sending glass shattering and papers flying everywhere. The smell of smoke and ozone fills the air, and Alice is left standing, dazed and shaken, as the professor rushes to her side. The lab's aftermath is like a war zone, with debris scattered everywhere and the smell of smoke hanging heavy in the air. Alice feels like she's lost control, like the very fabric of her reality has been torn apart. As she stands amidst the wreckage, she's confronted with a harsh truth. She may not be able to create a stable, usable version of morphine after all. The prospect is like a crushing boulder, pressing down on her shoulders, making it hard to breathe. As the darkness closes in, Alice feels like she's staring into the abyss, with no safety net to catch her fall. It's as if the world has lost its color, and all that's left is a dull grayness that seems to suffocate her. The lab's surroundings are like a cold, unforgiving tomb, with Alice trapped inside, facing the darkest hour of her life. In this moment, let your body relax, and feel the weight of the day's worries slowly lift from your shoulders. Imagine yourself floating on a cloud, far above the chaos and uncertainty below. As you exhale, feel the tension in your body release, and allow yourself to drift into a peaceful slumber, where the darkness of the world is left behind. But for now, the night is far from over, and Alice Ball's journey is about to take an even more perilous turn. As Alice steps into the lab, the flickering fluorescent lights above seem to grow brighter, illuminating the desperation that has been weighing her down. Every step feels heavier, as if the very floor beneath her is made of lead, pressing her deeper into the despair that threatens to consume her. But she knows she can't give in, not now, not when the world is counting on her. The air in the lab is thick with the smell of ether, a potent concoction that has been Alice's ally in her fight against the deadly disease that has consumed her brother. She had been working tirelessly, experimenting and testing, driven by a fierce determination to find a cure. And now, finally, she thinks she has cracked the code. Alice's eyes narrow as she peers at the vial in her hand, a small glass container filled with a clear, colorless liquid. She's tested this mixture on countless subjects, with varying degrees of success, but she knows it's the key to unlocking a cure. And with the war against the Spanish flu raging on, every minute counts. As she carefully measures out the dose, a faint humming noise fills the air, a sound that's both soothing and unsettling at the same time. The noise grows louder, and the lights begin to flicker even more wildly, casting eerie shadows on the walls. Alice's heart beats faster, as she realizes that the lab's equipment is malfunctioning, and she's the only one who can fix it. The machine's warning lights flash brighter, a cacophony of red and yellow signals that pierce through the air like a scream. Panic threatens to overwhelm her, but Alice takes a deep breath and focuses, her mind racing with calculations and problem-solving. She knows exactly what to do. With shaking hands, she reaches for the safety switch and flips it, and the machine's humming noise ceases abruptly. The lights stabilize, and an eerie silence falls over the lab. Alice lets out a sigh of relief, her shoulders sagging in exhaustion. But as she looks down at the vial in her hand, she realizes that she's not out of the woods yet. The vial is empty. Alice's heart sinks, and for a moment, everything seems lost. But then, something within her clicks into place. She remembers the words of her professor, the words that had ignited a fire within her. The key to discovery lies not in the knowledge we seek, but in the questions we ask. In a flash of insight, Alice realizes that the cure is not just about the formula, but about understanding the disease itself. She thinks back to the countless experiments, the countless trial and error attempts, and it all begins to make sense. The cure is not just a vial of liquid, but a way of thought, a way of seeing the world that had always been within her reach. As the truth dawns on her, Alice's eyes shine with a newfound understanding, and a small smile creeps onto her face. She takes a deep breath, feeling the weight of the world lifting off her shoulders. And in this moment, let your body relax, feeling the exhaustion of the day melt away as the soft glow of the fluorescent lights lulls you into a peaceful slumber. The tension in her body dissolves, slowly giving way to a sense of calm. Her mind quietens, no longer racing with the pressure of time. As the silence deepens, Alice feels a sense of pride and accomplishment wash over her. She knows she's on the right path, and that gives her the strength to carry on. The lab around her fades into the background, and all that remains is the soft hum of the fluorescent lights. And in the stillness, Alice finds a sense of peace, a sense of purpose that guides her forward. She knows that she'll face many more challenges, but for now, she's ready to carry on, to keep pushing forward, and to never give up. The world outside may be chaotic, but in this moment, Alice knows that she's found a sense of calm within. A sense of calm that will carry her through the darkness and into the light, where her story will unfold, one quiet decision at a time. And so, First Name found what they had been searching for, not in the world outside, but within themselves. Let that thought carry you now. As the night grows quiet, you have heard their story. Now rest in it. Subscribe to HISTOREST. Next week, we will meet another soul who changed the world. One quiet decision at a time. Good night.